uh, notice I'm in the tool shed again. Yeah, it's the first time doing it like this for the Bible reading, and also this is the first time of doing it on my phone. I've done some streams on the phone before, like rarely, but yeah, I'm just trying something different. Like I say, there's still gonna be some on the laptop like usual, but yeah, sometime I will do things a little different. And I gotta let me bring this camera down just a little bit here and say, cause yeah, I don't wanna. I could stand up, be like a preacher at church, you know, and they stand. And if you brought your Bibles. Okay, so all right, that should do it. Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah. Welcome to the tool shed. uh, sorry about the vacuums over there in the way, but well, not in the way, but in the shot. But hey, at least we're more lit up on here. High definition. Um, yeah, definitely an improvement there. I was going to let's see. I might can still let him know. Hang on, it'll be just a second. Oh boy, nah, I wasn't trying to do that. Okay, I'm letting some people know. Gonna let some people know real quick. Um, that's one disadvantage about the phone here as opposed to the laptop. Because see, usually I would do it on the laptop and I'd be able to use my phone to tell people. So yeah, that kind of sucks there, but you know. And let's see. Okay, I got an idea. Let me close that out. And I'm going to try to go in YouTube again. And gotta keep an eye on people coming in there. Let's see. Go. Yeah, bear with me, everybody. Like I say, it's a little different in this setup here. And then one reason I did it like this because um, I kind of I was going to get it set up in on the laptop. I'm sitting right here in front of it, but I decided to do my phone for now to get the live started quicker. So yeah, it could be going and you know y'all can start coming in and stuff like that. So let's see, should show up now. Ah, here we are. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to let's see, share. Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, I can create a post. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make a post out of this real quick and tag my buddies in here. Of course, I mean I could go on Facebook from here. Surprisingly, it would take longer to share across Facebook and my other platforms on my laptop than it would my phone. I know it's funny how this technology works. Well, at least for me anyway. So, and breaking one of the big rules: don't ever turn your back to the camera. I'm going live. Okay. Okay, put the hashtag here. Oh wait, that's right. It's all okay. It's already in there. I'm going live, and I'm going to tag. Yeah, yeah, tag my church in there. Studio Bliss, and of course the one EJS. Yeah, I have. Yeah, like I said, I can't really use my phone right now. The Yeah, there we go. Okay. Mm-hmm. Gotta make sure I put the one EJS. Let's see. Let's see if anybody's coming in and wondering what's going on. I'm just letting people know that that the live is starting, and I'm just, so giving people time to come in before I start. There, and like I say, just bear with me, cause and they say, sometimes when I'm sometimes changing. It's one thing they sometimes changing different setups and stuff can kind of, you know, again. So, oh boy. Let's see. Okay, goes in. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Ray Roberts bringing in the storm. Yeah, that way she got the link. Okay, still good. And let's see. Copy. almost, almost like a villain from Power Rangers Dino Thunder that was copying their weapons there. Okay, I'm gonna go. Hope I don't lose the link to my Discord. That way I can at least, like I say, like I said, I could get on Facebook. Like I say, it would take a while getting to Facebook. I mean, but I'm gonna at least get it to the Discord while you guys are coming in. It's kind of chill. I know it's late there, but at least I'm not tired out. I'm not full of energy. I was gonna do it this morning, but something came up, so we're here now. But I was off work, so I ain't worn out or anything. And made a few posts and stuff. Yeah. Almost feel like when you it's almost feel like when you get to church and you're waiting for the Bible study to start or the Sunday service. Yeah, you had to say you kind of talk to some people and everything, and then eventually the deacons get up. Jesus getting us ready for that great day. Oh, Jesus getting us ready for that great day. Y'all know that song. That's. I think actually that song's probably older than me. So, only reason I know that and probably some other songs like that is because of my parents and my grandparents there, the church that we started out in when I was growing up there. Before I went to Brookwood there. So yeah, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna send it here to Case. Come on, paste it before you lose it. Yeah, I was talking about Facebook taking its time. They say Discord ain't really. Okay. Oh, we're getting this. Okay, getting the message across. Ah, good. Okay, I'm gonna send that. Okay, there we go. I'm live. Okay. Send it to the 1DJS. DJS Central. Windows added. Okay. So like, let's see, I think I got a reply from Case. From Rain Roberts there. Okay. And Miracle Universe. No, oh no. We're not doing that. Not today. Not today. Maybe another time. There, I'll say. It's still on talk mode from the Fantastic Four review. Okay, there we go. And, direct message. I guess that must have been from somebody else there. Okay, okay, I guess that was some. I guess some message came through. Okay. Hey, what's going on, me? Hey, I'm finna start a Bible reading live stream. Only reason why it's kind of a little slow starting because I'm on my phone, so I'm having to use I'm using the laptop to tell everybody in Discord. There, that's yeah. And so usually I do it from the laptop and spread on the phone before I start the stream. But yeah, so. We're about to start in just a second there. Yeah, just okay. I told EJ now. Let's see. Okay, so I guess I'm not sure who that was that messaged me, but okay. Anyway, all right. So that's pretty much all I can tell. So we're gonna go on and get ready to start there. Good to see you here, though, me. Yep, I'm glad. Like I say, okay. Well, I guess maybe. But I mean, good. I'm glad you came in, though. Glad. Let's say, hopefully, say Mike. Who knows? Mike come back and like I say, hopefully, get our friends in here and everything, as well as some other people, like we did with that weekly update. That's kind of another reason that I'm doing the phone too. I'm trying to kind of test out how many people come in from the phone versus the laptop. There, that's another thing I'm trying to test. Because when I came, the stream I did on the laptop with the weekly update, people swarm in here, and I didn't even tell anybody I was live, but they came in here. So that's what I'm trying to test out how well this will work. Yeah. Well, like I say, I guess it kind of varies, but we're about to see. We're about to see. So sometime I'll be on the phone, sometime I'll be on the usual laptop there. So like I say, who knows? Huh? Who knows? Who nobody knows, but who knows? So yeah, I could possibly set the stream and everything. I did try that one time, but yeah, it didn't quite work out. Have like the stream set up where it was all I had to do was I guess hit go live or something, but it didn't quite work out that way. So like I say, we're still making progress. I mean, this ring light is a big progress. Look, I'm so shiny and everything, and especially this bald head of mine. I just got shaved. Say, like I say, it's bald. My eyes. He's so bald. So, all right. Let's get it. Yeah. It's like, all right. Huh. Okay. I guess maybe that's where. No, that's well. It said it was from the friends zone where my messages were coming from there. So I don't know, man. I don't know what was going on there. Maybe. Oh well. Anywho. All right, let's get started there. I think the one's kind of going back and forth, probably waiting to see something start. So, all right. Okay, so going on into the Bible reading there, because I gotta tell you, just like how I be excited with the other stuff like my books and all that. This is the more into this week that I get. Because like I say, we in Numbers, more into Moses and Israel. I think after that, it's like Numbers, Deuteronomy. Then we get to hear about old Joshua that takes over after Moses. I just looked at some greatest adventure from the Bible stories, and boy, I was like, look at Joshua. And after Joshua comes Judges. They went from leaders to judges, and I just looked at one of the judges, which was Samson. And I don't think it's quite like no Judge Judy or or Judge Mabley or what's his name Mathis or anything like. Yeah, I don't think we talking about them. They I don't think they like them judges. No, this is a whole nother ball field there with the book of Judges there. And yeah, I know none of our modern day judges are like Samson there. Yeah, not trying to say that I mean, obviously nobody's perfect, and Samson. Yeah, you'll be hearing about him when we get there. But yeah, but like I say, he did have good points. Yeah, like I say, um, but like I say, everybody has their weaknesses, but you'll hear about it. Judge's roof, and then of course First Samuel, which introduces Samuel, King Saul, and of course my boy David. Yeah. David and Goliath. Say, yep. So yeah, I'm really excited to get into that. Shoot, I'm excited about. Let's see, we're in the 11th chapter. Numbers. We're about to read all the way to 15 for the night. Uh, it won't be long. I think over in like the 22nd chapter. I think it is somewhere. Is I know it's after chapter 20. Well, we get the Balaam and Balak with the talking donkey. Yep. So it is a lot to look forward to. Matter of fact, just these scriptures got quite a story in it there. So let's go on and get started. Numbers chapter 11. The people complain. Not a very good start. Well, let's see why. And the people complained in the hearing of the Lord about their misfortunes. And when the Lord heard it, his anger was kindled. And the fire of the Lord burned among them and consumed some outlying parts of the camp. Oh boy. Yeah, you don't like how they complain here. This ain't the first time that they've done it. Then the people cried out to Moses when Moses prayed to the Lord, and the fire died down. So the name of that place was Tapperah, because it was called Tapperah because the fire of the Lord burned among them. Y'all give me just a second. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to do that. I gotta get my water. Like when the preachers. I'm not saying I'm a preacher, but like when you see the preachers at church, they get up and get ready to preach. Sometimes they have a thing of water or a drink. Basically water. So I'll be right back. Be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright. Let me turn this chair around here. That's better. Alright. Quench my thirst there. Ooh, okay. All right. Okay, so the name, so it's called Taberah because the fire of the Lord burned among them. Now the rabble that was among them had a strong craving. The Lord just lit up with fire of anger, and y'all still want to try to complain. Anyway, had a strong craving. And the people of Israel wept again and said, "Oh, that we had meat to eat. We remember the fish we ate in Egypt that cost nothing. The cucumbers, the melons, the leeks, the onions, and the garlic. Yeah, we say it costs nothing. Well, maybe not a monetary gain, but it definitely costs y'all a lot of hard work and whips. Hello, did y'all forget about the taskmasters? You know, like this one scene in Ten Commandments. One of the this it was an elderly guy, like a plane landing. This elderly guy tried to stand up to one of the taskmasters. It was like, they disrespect our women and disrespect our God. Back to work, old man. We are not animals. We are men made in the image of God. This will change your image. Yeah, remember that? mm. Yep, so how quickly we forget. But now our strength is dried up and there is nothing at all but this manna to look at. That manna came from God. It rained down from the heavens. Better enjoy that manna. Hey, Lord have mercy. Shoot, I would enjoy. I want to say what some of that manna tastes like. Say it's sort of from what I heard, it's supposed to be like sweet wafers. And I love sweet stuff. Yeah, give me some of that manna. Yeah, I think. And they say, we talk and they remember when they first got it, they were eating it for all three of their meals, meaning that as a he Superman video I looked at, having breakfast for dinner. So yeah, just think if the manna was like breakfast food, like you say, sweet wafers. Yeah, like breakfast for dinner. So yeah, I sure enough will eat that manna. And now the manna was like a corridor seed, and the appearance of that of Dilum. The people went about and gathered it, the ground in hand mills, or beat it into mortars to boil it in the pots and made cakes of it. And the taste of it was like the taste of cakes baked with oil. And I think also, if I'm not mistaken, the cakes in I think was kind of was a lot of time another way they would say of saying bread back then. Because when I watched the Joshua episode of Greatest Adventure Story from the Bible, they was talking about the Passover feast, and they said they were eating unleavened cakes. Now it's technically unleavened bread, but cakes. But they said cakes in the episode, which was another way that they would refer to bread there. So, yeah, cakes. I still eat it though. And the taste of it was like the taste of cakes baked with oil. When the dew fell upon the camp in the night, and manna fell with it, Moses heard the people weeping throughout their clans, everyone at the door of his tent, and the anger of the Lord blazed hotly, and Moses was displeased. Oh boy. Moses said to the Lord, "Why have you dealt ill with your servant, and why have I not found favor in your sight, that you lay the burdens of all this people on me? Did I conceive all this in your sight, that you lay all the burdens of people on me, this people? Did I give them birth, that you should say to me, carry them in your bosom, as a nurse carries a nursing child to the land that I swore to give to their fathers? Where am I to get meat to give to all this people. They weep before me and say, give us meat that we may eat. I am not able to carry all these people alone. The burden is too heavy for me. If you will treat me like this, kill me at once if I found favor in your sight, that I may not see my wretchedness. Oh boy. So, like so what are we gonna? What do you do? Give me a second. Let me see if I can sign in on my laptop here. Oh boy. Should have thought this at the beginning. Yeah. Okay, let me. Come on. Okay, it don't look like I don't have no problem getting in this way. But I gotta turn the sound down so it won't be echoing. Come on. Come on, loading bar. There we go. All right. And I see myself on there. I think so. Okay, so I see myself. Okay, I see. All right. So anyway, let's get back to here. The elders appoint to aid Moses. Then the Lord said to Moses, gather for me 70 men of the leaders of Israel, whom you know to be the elders of the people and officers over them, and bring them to the tent of meeting, and let them take their stand there with you. And I will come down and talk with you there, and I will take some of the spirit that is on you and put it on them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with you, so that you will not bear it by yourself alone. And say to the people, concentrate yourselves, for tomorrow you shall eat meat, for you have wept in the hearing of the Lord, saying, who will give us meat to eat? For it was better in Egypt. Therefore the Lord will give you meat, and you shall eat. You shall not eat just 1, 2, 5 days, or 10 and 20, but a whole month, until it comes out of your nostrils and becomes loathsome to you, because you have rejected the Lord who is among you, and have wept before him, saying, why did we come out of Egypt? But Moses said, the people among whom am I number 600,000 on foot, and you have said, I will give them meat that they may eat a whole month. Shall flocks and herds be slaughtered for them, and be enough for them? Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together, and be enough for them? And the Lord said to Moses, is the Lord's hand shortened? Now you shall see whether my word will come true for you or not. Lord said, look, Moses, hello, I'm God. You don't think I got this, Moses? They didn't I bring all them plagues on Egypt, and then got you out of there, split the Red Sea in half, had y'all cross on dry land, and water from the rock, and the manna from heaven that y'all complained about? Who did all of that? Well, I guess you did, God. There. So I got this. All right. So Moses went out and told the people the words of the Lord, and he gathered 70 men of the elder and of the people, and placed them around the tent. Then the Lord came down in the cloud and spoke to him, and took some of the spirit that was upon him and put it in the 70 elders. And as soon as the spirit rested on them, they prophesied, but they did not continue doing it. Now 2 men remained in the camp, one named Eldad, and the other named Medad. When the Spirit rested on them, they were among those registered, but they had not gone out of the tent, so they prophesied in the camp. And the young man ran and told Moses, Elad and Medad are prophesying in the camp. Joshua, the son of Nun, the assistant of Moses, said to his youth, said, My Lord Moses stopped him. But Moses said to him, Are you jealous for my sake? Would that all the people were Would that all the Lord's people were prophets, that the Lord put his spirit upon them? Moses and the elders returned to the camp. Quail and the plague, and the wind. Then a wind from the Lord sprang up and brought quail from the sea, and let them fall by the camp, about a day's journey on this side, a day's journey on the other side, around the camp, and about 2 cubits above the ground. And the people rose all day and all night, and next day to gather the quail. Those who gathered at least 10 homers, they spread out for themselves around the camp, while the meat was yet between their teeth. Before it was consumed, the anger of the Lord was kindled against the people, and the Lord struck down the people with a great plague. Therefore, the name of that place is called Kibroth Hattaavah. Oh boy, because there they buried the people who had the craving. From Kibroth Hattaavah, the people journeyed to Hazarah and remained at Hazarah. And then chapter 12. Miriam and Aaron opposed Moses. Oh boy. Now we got some problems going on with the siblings here. We all know, anybody who don't know, Miriam and Aaron, Miriam is Moses' sister and Aaron is Moses' brother. And also, both of them are older than Moses. So, yeah, let's see where this is going to go here. Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses because of the Cushite woman whom he had married. He had married a Cushite woman, and they said, Has the Lord indeed spoken only through Moses and not spoken through us also? And the Lord heard it. Now the man Moses was very meek, more than all the people who were on the face of the earth. And suddenly the Lord said to Moses and to Aaron and Miriam, Come out, you three, to the tent of meeting. And the three came out, and the Lord came down in a pillar of cloud and stood at the entrance of the tent, and called Aaron and Miriam. They both came forward, and he said, Hear my words. If there is a prophet among you, I, the Lord, make myself known to him in a vision. I speak with him in a dream. Not so with my servant Moses. He is faithful in all my house. With him I speak mouth to mouth, clearly, and not in riddles, and he beholds the form of the Lord. Why then are you afraid to speak against my servant Moses? Why then were you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? The anger of the Lord was kindled against him, and he departed. When the cloud removed from over the tent, behold, Miriam was leprous. Oh boy, got leprosy like snow. And Aaron turned to Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said to Moses, Oh my Lord, do not punish us because we have done foolishly and have sinned. Let her not be as one dead whose flesh is half eaten away when he comes out of his mother's womb. Moses cried out to the Lord, Oh God, please heal her, please. But the Lord said to Moses, If her father had but spit in her face, should she be shamed? 7 days, let her be shut out of the camp. 7 days. After that, she may be brought in again. Oh, bro, I'm going to play being put in time out here. So Miriam was shut outside the camp 7 days, and the people did not march out until Miriam was brought in again. After that, the people set out from Hezrah and camped in the wilderness of Paran. They still journeying on. And the spies are sent into Canaan, chapter 13. So now we finna to the meat of tonight's topic. We're finna see what this land of Canaan is like. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Send men out to spy out the land of Canaan, which I am giving to the people of Israel. From each tribe of their fathers you shall send a man, every one a chief among them." So Moses sent from them the wilderness of Paran, according to the command of the Lord, all of them men who were heads of the people of Israel. And these were the names: from the tribe of Reuben, Shema, the son of Zakah; from the tribe of Simeon, Shaphat, from the son of Hori; from the tribe of Judah, Caleb, the son of Jephunneh; from the tribe of Issachar, Igal, the son of Joseph; from the tribe of Ephraim, Hoshea, the son of Nun; from the tribe of Benjamin, Pelah, from the son of Rapul; from the tribe of Zebah, Gedil, the son of Soda; from the tribe of Joseph, and that is from the tribe of Mesa, Gada, the son of Shush; from the tribe of Dan, Amal, the son of Gamal; from the tribe of Asher, Sephar, the son of Michael; from the tribe of Naphtali, of Naphtali, Nabai, the son of Vophsi, from the tribe of Gad, Galud, the son of Mecca. These were the names of the men whom Moses sent to spy out the land. And Moses called Hoshea, the son of Nun, Joshua. Moses sent them out to spy out the land of Canaan, and said to them, "Go into Negeb, go up into the hill country and see what the land is like, whether the people who dwell in it are strong or weak, whether there are few or many, whether the land that they dwell in is good or bad, and whether the cities that they dwell in are camps or strongholds, whether the land is rich or poor, whether the trees in it or not, whether there are trees in it or not. Be of good courage and bring some of the fruit of the land." Now the time was the season for the first ripe grapes. Grapes. And so they went up and spied out the land from the wilderness of Zin to Rebob near Lebu Hamath, and they went into Negeb and came into Hebron, Ahiman, Shishai, and Talmah, the descendants of Anak, were there. Hebron was built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt. And they came to the valley of Ishka and cut down there a branch with a single cluster of grapes, but they carried it on a pole between two of them. And they brought some of the pomegranates and figs. That place was called the Valley of Ishka because there was a cluster of people of Israel cut down from there. And here's the report of the spies. At the end of 40 days, they returned from spying out the land. They came to Moses and Aaron and all the congregation of the people of Israel in the wilderness of Paran at Kadesh. They brought back with them brought back word to them, to all the congregation, and the the congregation and showed them the fruit of the land. And they told them, we came to the land which you sent us, and it flows with milk and honey. And this is its fruit. However, the people who dwell in the land are strong, and the cities are fortified and very large. Besides, we saw the descendants of Anak there. The Amalekites dwell in the land of Negeb, of Negeb. The Hittites, the Jebusites, and the Amorites dwell in that country, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea along the Jordan. But Caleb quieted the people before Moses and said, "Let us go up at once and occupy it, for we are able to overcome it." Then the men who had gone up with him said, "We are not able to go up against the people. They are stronger than us." So they brought the people of Israel a bad report of the land that they had spied out, saying, "The land, though which we have gone to spy it out, is a land that devours its inhabitants, and all the people they saw were of great height, and there we saw the Nephilim, the son of Anak, who come from Nippum, says Nephilim, and we seem to ourselves like grasshoppers, and so we seem to them." In other words, these people, there were some giants over there, much like we'll be hearing later when Goliath shows up in the book of 1 Samuel. Chapter 14, the people rebel. Here we go again. Then all the congregation raised a loud cry, and the people wept that night, and all the people of Israel grumbled against Moses and Aaron. The whole congregation said to them, Would that we had died in the land of Egypt, or would that we had died in this wilderness? Why is the Lord bringing us into this land to fall by the sword? Our wives and our little ones will become prey. Would it not be better for us to go back to Egypt? And they said to one another, "Let us choose a leader and go back to Egypt." Oh boy. Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before the assembly of the congregation of the people of Israel. Joshua the son of Nun and Caleb the son of Jephunneh were among them, who had spied out the land, tore their clothes, and said to all the people, to the congregation of the people of Israel, "The land which we passed to spy it out is exceedingly good land. If the Lord delights in us, he will bring us into this land and give it to us, the land that flows with milk and honey. Only do not rebel against the Lord, and do not fear the people of the land, for they are bread to us. Their protection is removed from them, and the Lord is with us. Do not fear them." In other words, Joshua and Caleb, they're like, hey. Y'all still don't know the Lord by this point? God got us. We just stop with the rebelling, stop with the complaining, just cut it out, and just trust God. And we still have this problem in today's time. A lot of people turn away from God. They like, what is the point? It's like, what is the point? I just don't see it. So yeah, it's got that same problem today. History is repeating itself. It's really sad. Lord delights us there. Then all the congregation said to stone them with stones, but the glory of the Lord appeared at the tent of the meeting to all the people of Israel. And the Lord said to Moses, "How long will these people despise me? And how long will they not believe in me, in spite of all the signs I have done among them? And I will strike them down with pestilence and disinherit them, and make you all a nation greater and mightier than they." But then Moses intercedes for the people. But Moses said to the Lord, "Then the Egyptians will hear of it, for you brought up this people in your might from among them, and they will tell the inhabitants of this land that they have heard of you, and O Lord, are in the midst of the people, for you, O Lord, are seen face to face. Your cloud stands over them, and you go before them in a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. Now, if you kill this people one, as one man, then the nations who have heard your fame will say it is because the Lord was not able to bring this people into the land he swore to give them, that he has killed them in the wilderness. And now please let the power of the Lord be great as you have promised, saying, the Lord is slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love, forgiving iniquity and transgression, but he will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the people according to the greatness of your steadfast love, just as you have forgiven the people, given this people from Egypt until now. So, this is what this is what God's gonna do. Then the Lord said, I have pardoned according to your word, but truly as I live, and as all the earth shall be filled with the glory of the Lord, none of the men who have seen my glory and my signs that I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and yet have put me to the test these 10 times and have not obeyed my voice, shall see the land that I swore to give to their fathers. None of those who despise me shall see it, but my servant Caleb, who is of a different spirit and followed me fully, I will bring into the land, and his descendants will possess it. Now I shall bring into now since the Amalekites and Canaanites dwell in the valleys, turn tomorrow and set out for the wilderness by the way to the Red Sea. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, how long shall this wicked congregation grumble against me? I have heard the grumblings of the people of Israel, which they grumble against me. Say to them, as I live, declares the Lord, what you have said in my hearing, I will do to you. Your dead bodies will fall into this wilderness, and your number listed in the sentence from 20 years and upward who have grumbled against me, not one shall come into the land that I swore, except that I make you dwell, except Caleb the son of Jephunneh, of Jephunneh, and Joshua the son of Nun. But your little ones who you say would become a prey, I will bring, and they shall know the land you have rejected. So this is the compromise he came up with. All the older people who've been like, oh, no, where are we getting the food? Yeah. Why the Lord brought us here? Oh, the people, the giants, we can't go over there. Ah, the people, oh no, we can't do this. Why is the Lord It's like all them people that's been complaining. Lord, so this is where the wandering in the wilderness comes from, to weed them out. They would die off, but the children under their descendants that's growing up, they're gonna get to see the promised land now. So they're gonna grow up within these 40 years to see the promise of the Lord there. So, yeah, that's what's about to happen right now. So, woo. And, this kind of makes me think of a scene from The Greatest Adventure from the Bible story again. There was this elderly slave who was, I never heard what his name was there, but he was talking with the time travelers, Moki, Derek, and Margot. And they was finna part ways, and saying, we wish you well in the land of milk and honey. And he said, I fear I will not live to see it, because I doubted Moses and our God. So, yeah, that's what's about to happen to these people here. Yeah, the descendants are going to see it, though. So, the little ones that I will bring, they shall know the land you have rejected. But as for, say, so, okay, it's 40, your children, all this way, and your children shall be shepherds in the wilderness 40 years, and shall suffer for your faithlessness until the last of your dead bodies lie in the wilderness, according to the number of your days which you spied out the land, 40 days a year for each day. And you shall bear the iniquity 40 years, and you shall know my displeasure. I, the Lord, have spoken. Surely this will do to all this wicked congregation who gathered against me in the wilderness. They shall come to a full end, and there they shall die. And the men whom Moses sent to spy out the land, who returned and made all the congregation grumble against him by bringing the bad report of the land, the men who brought up the bad report of the land died by plague before the Lord. Of those men who spied out the land, only Joshua, the son of Nun, and Caleb, the son of Juma, remained alive. Israel defeated in battle. When Moses told these words to all the people mourned greatly, and they rose early in the morning and went up to the heights of the hill country, saying, "Here we are. We will go up to the place that the Lord has promised, for we have sinned." But Moses said, "Why are you now transgressing the command of the Lord? When that will not succeed, do not go up. The Lord is not among you, lest you be struck down before your enemies. For there are the Amalekites and the Canaanites are facing you, and you shall fall by the sword, because you have turned your back from following the Lord. And the Lord will not, from following the Lord will not be with you." But they promised to go up to the heights of the hill countries, although neither the ark of the covenant or the Lord nor Moses departed out of the camp. Then the Amalekites and the Canaanites who lived in that country, lived in the hill country, came down, defeated them, and pursued them even to Haram. Just don't listen. And the final chapter for the night, chapter 15. Making pretty good time. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the people of Israel, saying to them, when you come into the land you are about to inhabit, which I'm giving you, you offer to the Lord from the herd or people, the herd or from the flock of the food offering or burnt offering to a sacrifice to fulfill a vow or free will offering as your appointed feast to make the pleasing aroma to the Lord. And then he who brings his offering shall offer to the Lord a grain offering of a tenth of ephah of fine flour mixed with a quarter of a hin of oil. You shall offer with a burnt offering or for the sacrifice a quarter of hin of wine for the drink offering for each lamb, or for the ram you shall offer for a grain offering 2/10 of ephah of fine flour mixed with a third of a hin of oil, and for the drink offering you shall offer a third of a hin of wine, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. And when you offer a bull as a burnt offering or sacrifice to fulfill a vow for peace offerings to the Lord, then one shall offer with the bull a grain offering of 3/10 of ephah of fine flour mixed with half a hin of oil, and you shall offer for a drink offering half a hin of wine as a food offering, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. Thus it shall be done for each bull or ram, or for each lamb or young goat, as many as you offer. So that you as you offer, so shall you do with each one, as many as there are. Every native Israelite shall do these things in the way in the offering of in offering a food offering, which is a pleasing aroma to the Lord. If a stranger is sojourning you, or anyone is living permanently with you, wishes to offer a food offering with a pleasing aroma to the Lord, he shall do as you do. For the assembly there shall be one statute for you, and for the stranger who sojourns you, and a statute forever throughout your generation. You are the sojourner shall be alike before the Lord. No one law and one rule shall be for you and the stranger who sojourns with you. The Lord spoke to Moses, speak to the people, and say to them, when you come into the land which I bring you, and when you eat of the bread of the land, you shall present a contribution to the Lord of the first of your dough. You shall present a loaf as a contribution, like a contribution from a threshing floor. So shall you present it. Some of the first of your drought of your dough. Okay, it's dough. Sorry, I'm reading it wrong. You shall give to the Lord as a contribution throughout your generations. And then we have laws about unintentional sins. Like, oops, I didn't mean to do that. There. If you sin unintentionally and do not observe all these commandments that the Lord has spoken to Moses, all that the Lord has commanded you by Moses from the day the Lord gave the commandment and onward throughout your generations, then if it was done unintentionally without knowledge of the congregation, all the congregation shall offer one bull, say, from the herd of the burnt offering as a pleasing aroma. Oops, skip the page here. Come on. Come on now. There we go. The Lord with a grain offering and his drink offering according to the rule, and one male goat or sin offering, and the priest shall make an atonement for all the congregation. Say, congregation of the people of Israel, they shall be forgiven, because it was a mistake that they brought their offering, a food offering to the Lord, and their sin offering before the Lord for their mistake, and all the congregation of the people of Israel shall be forgiven, and the stranger who sojourns with them, because the whole population was involved in the mistake. If one person sins unintentionally, he shall offer a female goat a year old for the sin offering, and the priest shall make an atonement before the Lord for the person who makes a mistake when he sins unintentionally, to make atonement for him, and he shall be forgiven. You shall have one law for him who does anything unintentionally for him, who is native among the people of Israel, for the stranger who sojourns him, but the people who does anything with a high hand, whether he is a native or a sojourner, reviles the Lord, and that person shall be cut off from among his people. Okay. Looks like you got somebody else in here. Okay. From among his people reviles the Lord, that the person shall be cut off from his people, because he has despised the word of the Lord, that has broken his commandment, and that person shall be utterly cut off. His iniquity shall be upon him. A Sabbath breaker executed. Oh boy. While the people of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man gathering sticks on the Sabbath, and those who found him gathering sticks brought him to Moses and Aaron at the congregation and put him in custody, because it had not been made clear what should be done to him. The Lord said to Moses, the man shall be put to death, and all the congregation shall stone him with stones outside the camp. And all the congregation brought him outside the camp and stoned him to death, as the Lord commanded Moses. and the tassels on the garment. The Lord said to Moses, speak to the people of Israel and tell them to make tassels on the corners of their garments throughout their generation, and to put a cord of blue on the tassel of each corner, and it shall be a tassel for you to look at and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and to do them, not to follow after your own heart and your own eyes, which you are inclined to whore after, almost like Proverbs, lean not to thine own understanding, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. So you shall remember and do all my commandments and be holy to your God. I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am the Lord your God. And that's all. It is. I am that I am, and that's all that I am. Yep. I am what I am, and that's all that I am. All right, so that is it for tonight there, 11 to 15. Still got, as Derek, Moki, and Margot was saying, the greatest adventure from the Bible story. Well, we still have a long way to go, and it would be a miracle if we ever get there. Moki, gosh. So, yeah, we still got quite a journey through this Bible, but we've gotten pretty far in it, though. I mean, yeah, I've got from Genesis at the beginning of this year, and like I say, it won't be long before we be hearing about that talking donkey. Yep, coming up with Balaam and Balak. And let's say we got a little ways to go before we get to that one there. Yep, and then, Numbers, Deuteronomy, and Joshua and the Judges there. So, all right, so that's it. Yeah, that's it there. We'll be make sure you definitely like, share, and subscribe. Definitely get our available books, and also support us on the Patreon, just like Iceman Universe that supports us, and show him some love, and check out some of his full-length content. Also support the Miracle Crew, like yours truly, Big Sis Case, Queen Tina, and of course EJ the Supreme. Just like you hang out with us in the live streams, also hang out with us on Discord and Facebook, and we can tell each other some stuff on the Macari app. And like you say, if the good Lord say the same, we shall be back for the live streams. We should be back here Saturday and Sunday. Like I say, and from here on, like I say, the Bible reading live stream should stay the same as they usually do on Wednesday. Only reason why it was different today because I had to work late Wednesday night. That's not usually, like I say, there are some days I do work late, but usually I don't end up working late on Wednesday, so that's the only reason we had to move Bible reading to tonight. So, but like I say, hopefully, pray things go back to normal. So, then at least keep the Bible reading streams on Wednesdays. And like I say, due to how the rest of the schedule has been kind of varying from time to time, like I say, it's gonna be Saturdays and Sundays. Now, I will say, like I said, this Saturday and Sunday we will definitely have live streams. Chances are the 13th and the 14th, which I will remind you guys, but the 13th and the 14th. Probably there's not going to be live stream on that Saturday and Sunday, and the reason why is because of the play. And like I say, I'll get in contact with Sherry. This hopefully, which I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind, but just to make sure to see if she'll allow us to film it and put on YouTube for you guys to see. Hopefully she she does. If she does, then you'll be able to see it there. That way you can see what the play is like. So yeah, it'll be the 13th and the 14th there. So that's the only of this month. As far as I know at the moment, that's gonna be the weekend, 13 and 14, that we won't be live streaming there. But we should be, Wednesday should be A-okay. So, like I say, well, so that's it for now, and we'll see y'all in the next video or live stream. Y'all take care, everybody. Peace out. Excuse me.